Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In today's video, I am going to show you how I created this complete makeup look using all products from Charlotte Tilbury. I cannot wait for you guys to see. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do my brows. I'm gonna make sure to put all the products I'm using today in the description bar. This brow pencil has a spoolie side and a pencil side. So I'm starting with the spoolie and then I went in with the pencil side and I'm gonna use this to fill in my brows. I first always start with creating a line right underneath the beginning of the brow and then I'm gonna softly fill in the rest of my brows. I used a really light hand with the pencil. I didn't want it to press really hard. I just applied the product really softly to get a really soft effect. Then I used the spoolie again to brush everything through. And then I went in with the Magic Wand concealer. I applied a little bit of that on the back of my hand. Then I went in with a concealer brush and I dipped it into the concealer and then I went underneath the brow to clean everything up. This is not necessarily if you recreate this makeup look and you're following along with all the steps that I'm doing. If you are not a perfectionist like I am and you don't really care if it looks a little bit less clean, you can also skip this part, but I really like the look of some concealer underneath the brow. So I'm going to use this brow gel. This has such a tiny applicator, which I personally really like because this way you can work a little bit more precise. At least that's how it feels. And then here you can see how the brows look finished. So now it's time for eyeshadow. I am first going to prime the eyelids to make sure that all the redness is gone. And I'm gonna use a beautiful palette, which I actually have for a while, but I didn't have the time to use it yet. This is the palette. Like I said, I will make sure to put all the names in the description bar. I'm gonna go in with this light orangey brown shade and I'm gonna start blending this all the way in my crease area. So a lot of these products I'm using today are actually, for me personally, the first time trying them out. So I don't know all the names yet, but there are so many products I'm using today which I absolutely love. So you guys are gonna probably see them way more often on my YouTube channel. If you want me to do more videos where I dedicate to one brand only, definitely let me know in the comment section, or maybe I can do another video using only Charlotte Tilbury, or if there are any other brands, definitely let me know in the comment section. So first I went in with that light orangey brown shade and now I'm darkening it up by using a darker brown shade that comes in the palette and I'm focusing straight in my crease. This is kind of going to create some more darkness, which I really like. It's gonna give the illusion that your crease is a little bit more deeper, if that makes sense. And then I went in with the brush I used at the beginning and blending everything together. So now I'm gonna go in with this palette, which has 4 shades, and I'm gonna go in with that coppery rusty shade. Super beautiful, and it has a really gorgeous sheen to it. So I'm gonna use my finger and I'm gonna apply this all over the eyelid. You could also use a brush and spray a little bit of setting spray on it. This is going to make the eyeshadow even more intense and give you more of that metallic finish. I want to create a really soft look today, so I just keep it the way it's right now. And I went in with a blending brush and just blend around the crease again. So now I'm going to use this liquid liner, which has a pointy tip, so it's really easy to use. I was actually surprised at how black this was and how easy it was, because I just created the line above the lash line and I was done and I was like, whoa, that went quick, because normally I have to go on over it a few times to make it look really good, but with this one I was actually really surprised at how quick it was done. So now I'm gonna create the wing liner. I always follow the outer part of the eyelid towards the tip of my brow, not dragging it all the way towards my brow, but kind of following that line. And then I'm gonna connect the upper lash line with the wing and create the wing liner. My eyes are slightly hooded, so I always take my time with this because you know how quick it can go wrong. So I'm always really focused and making sure I'm not gonna make the wing too big. I just wanted to go for a subtle wing. So now I'm going in with the palette again, which I used a shade for the eyelid. Now I'm gonna go in with this black shade, which still has kind of a shimmer into it. And I wanted to use this to smudge out the eyeliner. So just using a tiny brush and kind of smudging and blending this shade right above the eyeliner. I went back in with the Magic Wand Concealer that I used earlier to use that to clean up underneath my brow area. Now I use it underneath the wing. So now it's time for the face. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my eyes when I'm done with applying my foundation. So the first thing I'm gonna do is use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. I actually wanted to use all the skincare as well because I know this is really popular and I just wanted to see how it goes together with all the Charlotte Tilbury products. So I started with the serum and then I went in with the Magic Cream, just applying it all over my face. I didn't went in with too much because I am combination oily, so I always apply a thin layer of cream just so my skin feels nicely moisturized and a little bit sticky but not too much. And it actually felt really good and it made my skin look really beautiful, glowy. So now I'm going to use the Magic Cream eye cream as well underneath the eyes. I actually have to be honest, I never use eye cream on a daily basis. I do use eye cream at night, but at daytime I always use a little bit of my face cream underneath the eyes. But yeah, it worked really well. It didn't make my concealer crease, so that's nice. And then now I'm going to use the Magic Lip Oil. I have never used the oil for my lips. It felt a little bit strange. I'm not used to it, but it felt really comfortable afterwards. So I'm going to use the Hollywood Flawless filter. I think I used the color light medium if I'm not mistaken, but I will make sure to put all the names and the colors in the description bar. So I'm using it on the cheekbones, above the lips, on my forehead. I actually blended it in all over my face. I really wanted to go for that Hollywood vibe today. So yeah, I applied it almost everywhere. And then I went in with the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And I think I use it in the shade 6W, but I will check it for you guys. And I am gonna apply it, of course, all over my face. I'm using my favorite brush, which is from Sigma Beauty. This is such an incredible brush for foundation. I will link it down in the description bar together with a discount code. And I'm going in with the Magic Wand Concealer again. I think I use it 2 or 1 shade lighter than the foundation. I'm not a huge fan of using a concealer which is way lighter. I used to do this back in the days. Like the brighter my under eye, the better. But I feel like it just doesn't suit me. When I just use 1 or 2 shades lighter, that's good for me. I just think it gives me more of a natural look. And then I use my finger to blend it in. I was too lazy to wet my beauty sponge, and I actually really love using my finger because it doesn't pick up any of the product. So it's gonna give me the full coverage that the product actually does. So now I'm gonna use this cream highlighter, which is so beautiful. It gave a really gorgeous glow from within. You saw me using the Hollywood Flawless filter earlier. I could have used that one on top of my foundation as well, but I just wanted to see how it looked. I wanted to try as many products as possible, but it looked really beautiful on the skin. And then I went in with their cream contour product, which is so nice. It looks a little bit darker on camera than it actually did in real life, but it's a beautiful color. When I applied it, I was a little bit afraid that it might be too dark actually, because I applied a lot, like a little goes a long way, but it blended out really easily and it looks super natural. It's not too much of a warm brown. It has a really beautiful kind of like ashy brown undertone, but not too ashy, if that makes sense. It looked really beautiful and it gave me really that natural shadow effect. So I really liked that. And I also used a little bit of that on the forehead and blended it in with a tiny brush from Real Techniques. So after using that, I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury, I think it's called the Hollywood Flawless Filter Powder. Not sure, but I'll make sure to link it down in the description bar. And I'm going to use it on all the places where I used concealer, and especially focusing in my T-zone because that's where I tend to get oily. So now going back in with eyeshadow, and I'm going to finish off the rest of my eyes. I went back in with that dark brown color which I used in my crease, and I'm going to use it with a Sigma Beauty flat diviner brush, using this underneath the eye area. So first I went in with this brush, and then I went in with a tiny blending brush and smudging my brush back and forth. By the way, my brush kit that I created together with Sigma is in the description bar. It currently has a 15% discount, And it also has free international shipping, which is incredible. So if you are searching for a nice brush kit, make sure to check the link in the description bar. So I used a pencil in a waterline that really suits well with the eyeshadow, and then I curled my lashes, and I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Push Up Lashes Mascara, which I've actually used before. It's a really nice mascara. So for today I also wanted to only use mascara and not use any fake lashes. I've actually been really into using only mascara lately. I really like it. So this is the finished result of the eye look. I know it's quite a simple look, but I hope you guys like how it turned out. So now it's time to finish off the rest of my face. I'm gonna use this beautiful highlighter, and I'm gonna apply this only on the cheekbones because I just wanted to keep it a little bit more soft and not too dramatic. And I don't know. My skin was already looking quite glowy from all the products I used earlier, so I thought I only wanted to use it there. Then I went in with this gorgeous blush, which has quickly become one of my favorites. I think the undertone is super beautiful, and it also has a slight shimmer, so it blended really beautifully together with the products I already used on my cheeks. So now I'm going in with this lip cheat lip pencil. I think it's in the color Pillow Talk, if I'm not mistaken. And together with the lip product I'm using, which is this one right here, it is such a gorgeous combination. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. This is actually a new lip product from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's kind of like a lip balm, but it's really glossy. It's almost like I used a lip gloss, and it feels super moisturizing on the lips. It's really nice, and this shade especially, it has this really beautiful fresh pink undertone, which I think is gonna look amazing on everyone. Also, I got a lot of compliments on my Instagram about this lip combo. So yeah, this is the finished result. I really hope you all like how it turned out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!